Hi there, everybody. I'm Sky. That's Echo. Welcome back to 999. Previously, we were stuck in a freezer. We exploded our way out with a small, what was it? Dry ice bomb?
Dry ice bomb, yes.
Dry ice bomb. Makeshift dry ice bomb. So, we are going to put the pork on the grill.
I'm gonna grill me some pork. It looks like the area under the plate opened up.
No, you can't. I already checked it. It's sealed shut.
Was that what you were doing while we were in the freezer?
I think that's where the coal goes.
Well, I was trying to get to my items. Oh, oops.
It's a frozen piece of pork.
I wanted to show it to you because you haven't seen it yet.
Hey, what's that? It looks like there's a piece of paper inside it. If you try to pull it out, it might tear. Maybe you can melt it if you put it on something warm.
I didn't need your hint. We'd already figured that out.
Right? Something warm. Something warm. Didn't someone burn themselves on something earlier?
Okay, but how do I... Okay. Guess I'll put this meat on the grill! Man instincts just took over.
Hey, what are you doing?
You just told me to put it on something warm! Or did you mean I should put it on your breast? God.
What are you gonna do if the paper burns?
Be sad. And eat pork. Come on, it'll be fine. I mean, it's not like it's gonna burn right away, right? You just gotta keep an eye on it and the paper will be fine. Well, they can argue all they want. I'm gonna keep an eye on this pork. Cool, looks like it's about time. I'm gonna try taking the paper out.
You be careful.
Sweet of her to care, but I know what I'm... Ouch!
See? I told you.
It's hot. What the hell are you doing? Hurry up and take the paper out. It's not coming out. This thing's frozen stiff. I can't get it out.
So are we gonna have to cut the meat?
Well, I do have a knife. Yeah, it looks that way. Good thing I have this knife.
Hurry before the paper burns!
Knife it! Alright, now that I've sharpened the knife. Yes, cut the pork. I cut the pork. Awesome, Junpei. Now we can cut out the paper.
Eat, maybe?
C plus 10.
Plus
Hold on.
F?
Wee! Okay, there's nothing on the other side. Wee! I'm sorry, that's so much fun. C plus 10 plus F.
So,
Hecadecimals?
Yes.
Hecadecimals. Where's that? No, wait. Go back. That thing. So... C plus 10 plus F. Wait.
Yes.
Okay, so that would be... C is 12. Hey! Lotus.
This is probably what you're supposed to use to enter the password. That chin of yours is still glitching. Maybe if we put the right numbers in, that'll open the door.
I could probably edit the graphic settings to make her chin stop doing that. I might do that before the next...
Maybe the note you found earlier.
Yeah, I'd already... This game isn't helping me right now. I know!
Do you know how to enter those numbers?
No, I forgot how to push buttons!
I think E is for enter and C is for clearing.
It's like a calculator. So basically, when I'm ready to submit my answer, I press E. So if I screw up, I just press C, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let's give it a shot. Now, as I was saying... 12! is C.
10.
And then plus 10. Hopefully I'm not supposed to add them and I'm just supposed to... Okay, I'm supposed
You're
to
supposed to
add
add them. I'll get a calculator.
No.
Okay.
12 plus 10 is...
22.
22
plus F.
is F is 15?
Which is 37.
That doesn't seem right.
It doesn't seem right.
Wait. No, hexadecimals. We don't add 10, we add 16. So add 6 to that.
10 plus 12 plus...
No. 12 plus 16 plus 15.
12 plus 16 plus 15?
Yes.
43.
Yeah, because C equals 12, and then 10 is 16, and then F is 15.
Okay, so try 43.
43. Yay!
Woo!
Yes! Hexadecimals! Sounds like metal is falling. Well, I guess that went well. Where did the metal fall? Oh, okay. It threw me off because I'm like, the door should open. Metal fell somewhere. What? Yeah! The door opened!
Good job, Jumpy.
Thank you! Can I eat my pork now? I guess since it was still frozen, it wasn't cooked all the way. Saturn keycard. There's nothing on the other side.
Oh, we can open the door!
The door!
A door with the fucking Saturn symbol on it! Holy fucking shit!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Escape! I think it's unlocked now!
You did it, Jumpy!
Are those the only lines you have?
Let's get out of here.
Okay. But only because you got new lines. Yes! Let's go! That door was almost as creaky as mine. You found it! Ding? Why was there a ding?
Why is there a fucking...
They stepped out of the kitchen and into the hallway that looked... into a hallway that looked rather familiar. We're on the other side of the metal grate. Yes. Yes? Metal grate stretched from wall to wall. Beyond it were 2 elevators and the entrance to the kitchen. Yes! We're on the other side of the grate. They had entered the kitchen from one door and come out the other. That meant their map of the ship's interior was accurate.
So weird.
They laid the map out in front of them and began to discuss their next step. There were 4 possible routes.
Oh boy.
Do I have to pick one? Ooh. A, B, C, and D. Oh boy.
Oh no.
First, A and B. A and B both seem to connect to an L-shaped room. However, the 2 doors that led to the room were locked. Were both locked and could not be opened. Okay, well that eliminates those 2. Okay, process of elimination. Next was Route C. This goes all the way to the main staircase. That means it's door 5, one of the numbered doors. So we can't go through there, right?
I don't think so, no. And do you think we would meet up with the other 4 after this hallway?
Maybe. Well, there goes my hopes and dreams. Thank you, Lotus.
Oh, no, I don't think so. I don't think we will.
Why not? Look. There, by the stairs. See how the gate is opened? We went into the kitchen. It was closed. But it's open now. What do you think that means?
They opened it.
Most likely.
Then if we take Route C, we're going backwards. So they passed through here already, is what we're saying.
That would be pointless.
Then that means the only logical route to take is D. All 4 looked at the map, as if this was not an easy conclusion. We have to go down. We should go down. We should have to go down in the sinking ship.
Mm-hmm.
All for...
Speaking of going down... Oh, that was sexy sounding. I'm sorry. No.
Speaking of going down, what do you have to say? What is it, Sky?
That was not where I was going with that. But,
It is my birthday. Now, where were you going with that, actually?
I was thinking of that story thing we were writing. We should do that again sometime soon.
We're recording, Sky. I'm not sure we should be talking about stuff that's not recording related.
Well, excuse me for bringing up the thingy, as I remembered, scary downward staircase.
Yes, yes, we were going downstairs in the story, so we should do that more.
Yes.
Off
Anyways,
topic.
moving.
So there's a video game. They all looked at the staircase, its lazy curve leading down, deeper into the ship of nightmares. Okay.
Route D then.
D it is. Santa wants the D.
Yep, Route D.
Everyone wants the D. Then we're set. D it is. D for everyone. They jogged down.
What was this about your birthday and going to?
Happy birthday to me. They jogged down the stairs until they reached the C deck. This is not the D deck. Just to be sure, they kept going to check the deck beneath.
The D deck, which is...
Just like I thought, the D deck is very wet. The D deck. Deck D is totally underwater. Just like the bottom of the central staircase. I didn't even steal your lines, I just went over you. Sorry. The water gazed back at them, its smooth surface like a great mirror.
Oh my fucking God,
what?
Oh, the things we say when we're drinking.
As ominous as it was, Junpei took at least some comfort from the fact that the level hadn't gone up much since the last time he'd seen it.
Is this true?
They turned back to C deck. It didn't take them long to find the 2 elevators in front of the stairs.
When have you taken a drink lately at all?
I took a drink at least a few seconds ago. I'm holding my drink.
Okay. I just haven't heard, the sound of...
I'm trying to drink quietly because I know that bothers some people. When people are like, glug, 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 okay, let's play more.
Or
they're like... So I'm trying not to, sip or glug. Very carefully.
Ow!
Did you snort some up your nose?
I think a drop went there because it burned for 2 seconds. Oh God.
You're not supposed to snort alcohol.
Excuse me.
Okay.
I got it confused with crack.
Damn it, Sky. Stop doing crack. They turned back to C deck. It didn't take them long to find the 2 elevators in front of the stairs. They looked identical to the elevators on the top floor, with one exception. These elevators had a card reader on the wall between them. With the symbol... Oh, sorry. On the card reader was a strange mark.
Hey, look! It's Lotus's symbol.
That was Junpei.
Oh. My bad. I thought it said June.
Junpei was feeling rather gay for a moment. Hey, look, it's Lotus's symbol.
Huh?
See, it's the woman symbol with a thorn on it. That seems like... Ow. Ouch, 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 ouch. Lotus had taken hold of Junpei's hair. She began to shake him violently, and he thought he heard a low growling coming from her throat. Such violence. Junpei began to wonder if she was not the devil itself. With an uncomfortable smile, June spoke up.
This is a Mercury symbol. The thorn symbols, the wings on Hermes' staff.
Hermes, herpes, whatever. Santa, what on earth is on your mind? If you can't get this thing to work, these elevators aren't going anywhere. And I just used the...
What?
My card is not the card I need, right?
No, it's not.
No, I had the Saturn key card.
Yes.
So never mind. It wouldn't be that easy anyway.
In other words, we need a key card with the Mercury symbol on it.
Probably. They gave up on the elevator and returned to the stairs. A hallway stretched out to the left. And the right. Okay, we're ignoring the right. A great many doors lined both sides of the hallway. They weren't sure how many, but certainly enough to be discouraging. We should look in them all. Damn it, if we try and search all these, the sun's gonna go down before we're done. Before we've done. Your ears are weird. Before we've done half of them.
I think the sun's already set.
I have a feeling this ship is the only thing that's going to be going down anytime soon. That's even worse!
Well, we can come back to this hallway later.
It's okay, I would have said it was a woman symbol with horns on it. Like devil horns, which would have been equally insulting.
Let's check the hallway on the other side, shall we?
Yes, please, the hallway on the other side. Frustration and fear building, they walked back to the stairs. To their right was a small hallway that looked much more inviting. Quickly, they headed into it. It was approximately the same size as the alcove in front of the stairs. The hallway led towards the stern. Sorry. The hallway led towards the stern, and at the end was a set of double doors.
Let's open it.
I don't know if it'll be that easy, but okay. Junpei nodded and grabbed the one closest to him. He gave it a small tug and felt it move.
Oh, sweet.
It was unlocked. Thrilled to have found an unlocked door, he threw it open. Whoa. Junpei didn't know what to make of what he saw. Oh no, this might be gruesome, Sky.
It's here. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, it's just a lot of staff quarters, I guess? 7 and 8.
7, 8. There was a 3, 2 on the other side.
Huh, Junpei didn't know what to make of what he saw. He simply stood, unable to speak. The others simply stared, open-mouthed. After a few long moments, Santa managed to speak. What the hell is this? No question mark. A massive room stretched out in front of them. More a cavern than a room. Caravan? Its vastness was oppressive, and it bore down on the 4 companions. It was not empty, however. The entire room was filled with lines upon lines of beds. They were simple things, little more than pipe and thin mattresses. Oh, that sounds familiar. You know, the room I woke up in, only they were stacked 3 high.
Yep. Is this a hospital? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh! It could definitely be that. I was thinking staff sleeping quarters, but...
No. That'd be much more comfortable.
Well, I meant like...
Oh my god, I'm feeling it. Ooh.
Like engine workers down in the bowels or something. He had at last been able to put a name to the harsh scent that pervaded the room. The room swam with the harsh, biting smell of antiseptic. Okay, I guess it is a hospital. I guess it is a hospital. In the center of the room were shelves stacked with medicine and a number of medical devices, the function of which Junpei did not know. Well, I have a feeling we're gonna have to do some terrible things in here.
No.
3. More importantly, however, on the back wall of the room were 4 doors. 3 of them were emblazoned with large single-digit numbers made with thick red paint. I wonder if we're going to meet other people here.
That would be weird.
Don't worry, it's paint.
Doesn't look like paint. Looks like someone reached inside somebody's stomach and smeared the blood everywhere.
Well, why are you so graphic, Sky?
I'm drinking.
The door on the left was labeled 3. The second door from the left had no number, but the third had been given a 7. And the rightmost door had an 8. There could be no doubt they were numbered doors.
Except the 0.
It did strike Junpei as strange, however, that the door between 3 and 7 should be...
Maybe you can open it and there's nothing, then you can go in there with it.
But what, he wondered, could it mean?
That you never.
Let's take a look at the doors.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Thank you. Junpei headed towards the doors, weaving his way between the beds.
But they're stacked. Why do you have to weave your... Oh my god.
He started with door 3 on the left and moved to the right until he reached door 8. Nope. They are all locked, I think.
It's no use. Well, of course. Whoa, that was some trippy frickin'. Was I the only person that saw that warp?
I think so, because I didn't see anything.
I thought it. Never mind. Well, of course.
I'll look back at it later.
Okay. If it was that easy to open these doors, what would be the point of the nonnery game? You have to activate the red or the numbered door won't open. Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
Look, this display on the red. There's nothing on it.
Huh?
Don't you remember? The red at the central staircase? If no one was inside, it said vacant.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But this one,
Says nothing.
there's nothing on it. Right?
I wonder if it's broken. Only one way to find out. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. It didn't respond. All 4 took turns placing their hands over the red, but it refused to respond. They pulled at the lever, and still it did nothing. As they soon discovered, it wasn't the only red. It wasn't only the red for door 8 that was behaving strangely. The red on door 7 also refused to respond. And door 3 was similarly silent, none of them would respond. What did it mean? Ha! I knew it! They're broken. 0 sure sucks at maintenance.
No. It's impossible.
It's impossible that they were not working. Hold on. It's impossible that these machines are not working. Nothing is impossible when it comes to things not working.
You really think 0 would prepare all of this? Would make such a stupid, simple mistake?
They could have malfunctioned and are not working now. Maybe, but it doesn't explain why this thing ain't working. It's at that moment that they heard a voice from behind them. More people! Snake! It's a snake!
Snake, it's a snake!
I believe the bottom of the device has been removed. They spun around to see someone who could not see! Snake!
It's a snake!
But it was more than just Snake. Ace, Clover, and 7 quickly filed into the room as well. Although they were glad to see one another, it wasn't terribly surprising that they had.
Yeah.
If it had been the other party who'd opened the gate in front of the kitchen, it wasn't unreasonable that they'd bump into one another eventually. The rest of Snake's team, however, did look rather surprised. How did you end up here? I don't know why Ace turned British.
Snake was the British one.
They're all British. I'm drunk, everyone's British. Except for me.
In a moment of silence and surprise, everyone suddenly began to talk, desperate to exchange information.
Yeah, you read for a minute.
They talked about the rooms they'd been through and how they'd ended up in the same place. Of course, none of it was very useful information, but that hardly mattered. They were happy to simply see one another again. Although the level of cheer varied greatly from person to person, each one of them was wearing some manner of smile.
Ah. Sorry. Chugging.
What?
Drink.
Almost as though they had already forgotten about the ninth man.
We didn't need him.
No! No! No!
No, thought Junpei, perhaps that wasn't it. Perhaps thoughts of his death were what drove them to smile at one another. Not in a morbid or hateful way, no, the ninth man had died. But they were still alive, and that was something to be happy about. They didn't have their entrails splattered about them. A sort of simple, uncomplicated joy, Junpei thought. The joy of being alive. Still alive. 'Cause we're still alive. Still alive.
Can we please move on from... I don't want to remember this.
He felt sorry for the ninth man, but more than anything, Junpei was just happy to be alive. Still alive. Still alive.
Okay.
Back to the hospital where we have much more comforting memories. His part finished, Ace fell silent. There you have it, half of the story. For a moment, Junpei was silent, in thought. Then he spoke. Okay, let me see if I got this straight. When you guys got here, the bases for the Reds were already gone.
And you look over this room, but you couldn't find anything.
So you figured that there might be something in the hallway with all the doors. So you went and had a look.
That's fine.
Oh, I thought Santa was still talking.
No, so you went and had a look.
That's slim skinnies of it. Yeah. And while you were looking around, you heard voices.
Uh-huh.
Her chin is also broken.
So you followed the voices and came back here.
Because the voices were us, right? Indeed. And that was how we found you. Junpei examined the three Reds again, just in case. Huh. On the bottom of each was a long, thin gap. It looked like a slot for something. Probably something electronic.
Well, this isn't good. If the red is inactive, we can't keep going.
I think it's making sure that we all gather before we continue.
Indeed.
Does that mean we get to choose another door?
Yeah, probably.
Yes! More alternate endings!
Fuck.
Well, what about that hallway over there? Isn't there anywhere else we can go?
No.
No, there isn't. There are plenty more hospital rooms, but nothing else.
Hospital rooms? That's what's behind all those doors?
Yes. There are a number of individual rooms in addition to this large one.
There was a door at the end of the hallway, but it was locked.
There was an astrological symbol engraved near the keyhole, however. I was able to get a good, feel of it. I believe it was a symbol of Jupiter. Not again. These goddamn things are everywhere.
I wonder what they all mean.
Means someone's a space nut.
Wrong. That was my bad. That was Clover. I wonder what they all mean.
No, that was June.
I was a little... Yes.
Oh.
I accidentally spoke a little bit higher than I meant to.
Oh, you spoke as Clover. I was supposed to say
I spoke a little bit as Clover, sorry.
For a moment, everyone was silent, deep in thought. While we're asking what things mean, what's the deal with this room? I mean, I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like this. Of all people, it was Seven who answered with a calm confidence. Well, I figured it's probably a hospital ship. Chances are, it's the Gigantic. The Gigantic. Like you. Junpei looked confused. So did everyone else.
What's this Gigantic?
Why, you interested? Lotus seems really interested in something gigantic.
That's rude. Oh, God.
Seven knit his brow for a moment, then began to explain. The Gigantic. Oh no. He explained that she had been a sister ship to the Titanic, built in the early 20th century. The Titanic had two sister ships who were identical to one another in nearly every aspect. The Gigantic was said to be one of them. Titanic and the Gigantic? It kind of sounds interesting.
Okay.
Oh, she was initially intended to be a passenger liner like the Titanic, but soon after the ship was launched, the First World War began, and she was pressed into duty by the British Navy as a hospital ship.
Huh.
Sometime later, the Gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the Aegean Sea. I said that wrong. She managed to run aground after the incident, but consequently was not sunk. I'm having a problem with all the words, it's not just that one. What then happened to the Gigantic after her fateful encounter with the Aegean Sea? I'm just gonna say that. One theory ran that a man named Lord Gordian. Gordon?
I'm gonna say Gordane.
Gordane purchased her. Lord Gordane, it seemed, had been one of the few survivors of the Titanic tragedy, and that trauma had turned him into an obsessive collector of all things related to the Titanic.
Including its sister ships.
This obsession deepened. He began to desire the Titanic itself, sexually. That, of course, wasn't possible. The Titanic lay at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. The Gigantic, however, had not suffered such a dire fate. And as she was identical to his sister ship, she caught Lord Gordan's eye. Zero is Gordane!
Oh!
So you're saying this Lord Gordane bought this exact ship, and is now putting us through a game of craziness because he's obsessed with surviving on this ship like he did? What? Did I just pull that out my ass? I think I did. Yup. At least I think I am. That's impossible. No way we're in some boat that's almost 100 years old. It's so fancy.
Pipe down. Just pay attention.
But it's fancy!
What? That's it? Well, have you got any proof?
Proof?
Proof that this ship is really the Gigantic?
Well, it is really big. Well, the ship's got stuff that's like the Titanic and a hospital ship. So I just figured.
Oh, for goodness. Don't tell me that's your only reason.
Hey, I thought it was sound logic. Shut up, Lotus.
Jesus.
No, I've got more! But wait, there's more.
Like...
But wait, there's more. Well, I mean... Someone looked around desperately, doing anything to avoid meeting Lotus's piercing stare of accusation. Wiggle, wiggle. He scratched his head for a moment, then gave up.
Warping, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Do. Finally, he's opened his mouth. I don't know. Lotus sighed and shook her head. Warpy.
I guess your memory isn't back yet, is it?
Yeah, sorry about that. Hey. Wait a minute. That was one more hey than I meant to put.
Yeah.
Memory isn't back. Junpei was, he felt, legitimately shocked by what seemed to be new and very important information. Everyone else, however, seemed unimpressed. In fact, they all looked at Junpei as though he had said something very strange. He decided to revise his attitude for the next question. What, was I the only one that didn't know? Everyone nodded. Why? Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh? I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up. What? Then, almost as if to save Junpei from further embarrassment, oh! I'm like, what? And I'm like, wait, very faintly, ding, ding. I'm like, oh, the bell! Right, the bell. A bell began to ring from far away. It sounded as though it was the clock at the main stairway. Damn, that thing is loud!
Jeez.
Junpei counted each chime carefully. 10, 11, 12... It's midnight? Or noon? Okay, it's midnight.
It's midnight.
Thank you, June.
And we've got 6 hours left, right?
Oh, right, because it's 6 a.m., yeah. I forget these things. We don't have any time to screw around. Let's get going. We gotta find the missing parts for the breads.
What do you mean find? How on earth do you propose we do that?
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We've looked everywhere in this room. That only leaves one place to look.
One?
Well, I guess that's not really right.
The hallway. Wait!
My boobs disapprove of this!
Don't tell me you mean we need to search all of the rooms?
Well, that would take a lot of people. Which would imply that everyone is here. Don't freak out. We already searched 4 of them.
4 rooms.
Just have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. If each person does 6 rooms, that'll be 48 rooms, right?
So there are 48 rooms left?
You took the time to count the rooms. Her earlier experiences had apparently not encouraged Lotus to trust Seven. Seven scratched his head awkwardly. I don't know. It looks like there's less than 48 rooms, so that should be fine. So everyone just search rooms. After a little more discussion, they split up and headed towards the rooms to begin searching them. Junpei was chosen to search the rooms on the starboard side, moving from forward to aft.
The hell does that mean?
I'm not
The
sure
hell?
I know what that means sober.
I don't know what I mean.
They also determined when they would return to report their findings. The next time the clock sounded an hour?
I have 1 hour to do this shit.
When it did, they would meet back in the large central room full of beds. If, during their search, any of them were to locate the missing components, they would yell for the others, as if they are all together. If the strategy failed, then they'd return to discuss their options later. Hold on. The tab for my can was coming off. I didn't want to let it go.
Blink.
The details decided, they left to begin searching. Out into the hallway they went. Each of the rooms they'd been assigned. Well, each to the rooms they'd been assigned. However, Junpei decided he didn't feel like looking. He's too good for it.
Dot.
Ding. Ding. Oh, it doesn't make me search the rooms. Okay.
From far away, Junpei heard the bell ring. It did so only once. It was 1 a.m.
No! Wait.
Seriously, hadn't...
I don't know. He jogged through the entrance of the large hospital room to find 6 of the others already there. Ace, Santa Clova, June 7, and Lotus. We had to name them all. That means...
Snake is not there.
Why is Snake... Well, I guess he does have to take longer to search the rooms, just saying. gathered in front of the door number 8. Or perhaps to be accurate, they had gathered in front of the red next to the door number 8. Had one of them found the missing piece? Because they didn't shout for the others like they should have.
Great. Or was it just there?
What happened, guys? It was Jude who answered him.
Junpei, look!
She's pointing at the red. He pushed to the others until he stood in front of it.
The fuck?
Immediately he knew what she had meant. The display on the front of the red read vacant. Junpei sighed. Come on, guys. Who was it? I thought we were supposed to yell if we found it.
Well...
Junpei wondered why she was hesitating. The others looked as confused as June, but kept their mouths shut. What the hell is up with you guys? They all knew something he didn't, and Junpei wasn't about to leave things that way. Finally, Lotus frowned and spoke.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know.
You don't know why you didn't shout when you found one? Or do you not know how it got here?
When I got back, it was already like this.
Okay.
There was no one else here. And that means I was the first one back, but...
Nah, where's 7? Or where's Snake?
Where's Snake? Missing part was already back in the red.
Are the other ones also vacant? Jimmy looked at the bottom of the red again just to make sure. The slot that had been open at the bottom was now covered with metal. I never saw this missing part.
Nah.
Clearly whatever had been missing had been returned. What about the other 2? That's what I want to know, Junpei.
They're the same.
Junpei quickly... So we wasted an hour looking for things that just appeared magically?
Apparently.
We should have left someone in here. Okay, well, Junpei quickly examined the other 2 boxes. Satisfied that they were also repaired, but still very confused, he returned to the others. Alright, I just want to be sure here. Nobody has any idea what the hell happened here, right? Ace and June nodded silently. 7 raised his hands as if to say, not me, and Santa just shrugged. Only Clover lowered her head and did nothing. Clover?
Clover?
Huh? Wait a minute. That was when he noticed Snake was not here. Where's Snake? Junpei swept his eyes across the room a second time, but Snake was nowhere to be seen, and he would be seen because he's a tall motherfucker. Does that mean he found them? I have no idea. There's nothing to suggest it, but nothing to suggest he didn't either.
I don't suppose we'll know unless we can ask him in person.
Well, whatever he did or didn't do, he's pretty damn late. What the hell is he up to?
Maybe he's lost.
Yeah, well, that seems likely. Dude can't see. I don't know how he gets around in the first place. Clover raised her head.
No, that's impossible.
Suddenly she was shouting.
Yeah, my brother's blind, but he's got really great hearing. He can get around as well as anyone who can see.
So he can't be lost.
So he can't get lost. That's impossible.
Don't be so defensive. Clover had started to shake, and the knuckles of her hands had gone white. She spun around, but before she did, Junpei noticed tears welling up in her eyes.
I'm gonna go look for him.
Nemefanana! The words were barely out of her mouth when she began to run. Hold on, Clover, wait! We'll go with you! Junpei cried out to her, but he was too slow. This has been a really long part.
How long has it been?
45 minutes almost?
Oh, shit.
I meant to say something earlier, and then we were in the middle of talking, and then I forgot, and we should end the video now.
Okay. Alright, guys. Well, this was interesting. This is interesting. Kind of creepy of where they just randomly came from.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Okay.
Alright, we hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a kiss on the like. Oh god, I totally fucked up what we were gonna do.
Well, say it anyway. Redo it.
Okay. Kiss that like button if you enjoyed, and we will see you in the comment section.
Bye-bye.
Bye.